I'm going to reverse the order. I'm going to start with William Stafford for my selection. He was known, among other attributes, as a poet of place, and many of his poems speak very intimately to the Pacific Northwest. And I want to read his poem, Lake Chelan, which is about Lake Chelan in Washington State. And it contains the line, "From Here We Speak," which was the title of the first collection of Oregon poets, which was put together in the 80s, was it? Do you know? I think it was some time ago now, but anyway, he gave his words were taken as the title of that collection. Lake Chelan. They call it regional, this relevance, the deepest place we have. In this pool forms the model of our land, a lonely one, responsive to the wind. Everything we own has brought us here. From here we speak. The sun stalks among these peaks to sight the lake-down isles, long like a gun. A ferry boat, lost by a century, toots for trappers the pelt of the mountains rinsed in the sun, and that sound. Suppose a person far off, to whom this lake occurs, told a problem, he might hear a word so dark he drowns an instant and stands dumb for the centuries of his country and the suave hills beyond the stranger's sight. Is this man dumb, then, for whom Chelan lives in the wilderness? On the street, you've seen someone like a trapper's child pause and fill his eyes with some irrelevant flood. A tide stops him, delayed in his job. Permissive as a beach, he turns inward, harks like a fire, glances through the dark like an animal drinking, and arrives along that line a lake has found far back in the hills, where what comes finds a brim gravity exactly requires. I'm a naturalist, and so a lot of the poetry I write outside and refers to the places that we know. And this is one that I wrote last year called Table Rock, from a place that I imagine you all have been. Table Rock. Rising above the river, this table rock, above this cold river now, where a hot river once flowed, lava from a volcano long gone, flow long gone, only two rocks remain, two table rocks above the river, upper and lower. The Tekelma first people called them Tintinach, gathered camas here, the sweet bulbs, and farmed the oak groves with walking fires. This I explained as we climbed to my daughter and her classmates through the oaks and the lichen-laden brush, the madrone's smooth trunks twisting as in dance, the poison oak everywhere, soft, satin, silk. By 1853, the short war was over. The last Tekelma were gathered between the table rocks, a reservation for 3 measured-out years, and then gone, sent out of this valley, far north, where every day, until the last survivors died, these table rocks rose in their minds above the remembered salmon-smoky river. We reached the top, and the children, free of the slope and the encumbering trees, scatter among the flowers and the mossy rocks. The high perched pools, almost invisible in their brief time and narrow space, hidden home for life that stays strange to the valley below. I walk on alone. The young need eyes here, not words. At the cliff, the world rolls away beneath. The dark river, gravid with melted mountain snow, twists in its banks, ungraspable as a serpent. Beyond the sucking wounds of gravel ponds, the straight-ruled rows of pears not yet uprooted. To the east, where the Tekelma camped, the ranch, stockyard mud with mired lumps of cattle, clapboard houses scattered, then pulling themselves together, growing, massing into the sprawling, unlovely town, filling the valley from slope to slope. Beneath my feet, I feel the cliff rock stir. 7 million years is time enough of stillness. Molten stone pooled here once and froze. What better time to move again, pour off these table rocks, a waterfall of sudden red to end this age and begin another. I feel a tug upon my leg. There my daughter stands, looking up, an illicit bouquet held aloft, the little wild sunflowers we call Oregon gold. I lift her up, hold her weight upon my hip. Together we look at the world from the brink, her world from Table Rock.